I am just a figment of your imagination.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
And
hello,
welcome.
hello.
Hey,
We
guys.
are live from Westchester County, and I find a car
Then
with
you're
flat Earth
starting
bumper
wrong.
stickers.
Then you're starting wrong. Then you should have started with good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may.
Maybe.
We're not going full CC here.
Ah, fuck. Sorry.
CC went full Kent Hovind, so why not?
Oh, really?
He got that from Kent Hovind. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that explains a lot.
That's
And we have
not the kind of person you want to imitate.
no.
Right?
Having your
No.
wife scream at you that you're a fucking idiot and tell you to stop with the flat Earth stuff. I
Wackadoodle.
think I just, yep.
I'm
Wacko.
just amazed that she didn't, she hasn't divorced him yet for being
It's
an
probably
idiot.
cheaper
No.
to stay married to him
Slim-
than divorce him.
Well, no. I don't know who it was. Was it? I think it was Slim. Like, it might be the fact that he has good insurance on his job or something like that.
Well, he's a commercial driver and he has a passenger endorsement, I believe. And in the New York City area, that pays a lot of money. So
And it depends on
she's in it
her
for the
job,
money.
too.
Yeah.
It could be cheaper to stay married than it is to get divorced. That happens a lot with couples.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And hello, everybody. If the stream goes out, it's because the batteries
Jinx.
have run dead.
Yes.
Hi, Jinx. How you doing?
Well, that's when you are disappearing. That's when your batteries go out. Then the stream will just keep going.
We
Oh,
have
hey,
The
some-
stream must go. The stream will go on.
That's good. We got some flat Earth nonsense to make fun of.
Oh, woohoo! Woohoo!
All right.
So we're going to lose brain cells, in other words.
I've had
That's
my
impossible.
Flurpies vaccine.
That's-
Haven't you guys had your Flurpies vaccine yet?
Oh yes. I've also I've got no brain, so I'm immune
That's
to
true.
that.
You do have no brain. You don't have to worry. You're immune. Mhm.
And we are working on 3D avatars for everybody. So
Oh,
one day everyone's going to have the same little setup like this, and then when we move it to Unreal Engine, then it's going to look real good.
Ooh, nice.
Mine looks so fucking good.
I had to redesign everything from the waist down with Brainless's character and the arms because that avatar there, it was done by AI. So it
Yes.
looks cool, but it would never move in real life.
Oh no! It's yeah. That would not work.
Let's see. How do we present the camera? Because the
How do we
camera's
present
usually
the
the first thing in.
Oh well. We can just group to camera.
There
You
we
mean
go.
like-
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully I loaded the right
video.
Oh, this computer has the mouse. All right. Oh. No.
Like everyone else.
That correct one?
Is it blank?
For your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was ODD TV.
ODD.
Oh my God.
He's going bye-bye.
He's in prison right now, by the way.
Who's that again? I've
You'll want
seen
to remember this moment as the last time you thought the flat Earth was stupid.
Nope. I will continue to believe that till the day
Hello,
I die.
everyone. This is ODD, and yes, I'm finally admitting that even though I don't like labels, I'm a flat earther.
No kidding.
Based on my research for the past 10 months, our world is very different from the model that we are being taught by the authority on the matter.
Yeah, the last
me a while.
10
Oh,
months
yeah.
for the last 10 years.
And it took even longer to gain the
That's why I'm currently
Uh-huh.
It'd be pretty embarrassing to go against popular opinion. But this
downloaded straight from a satellite. Just yeah, it's because
Right, exactly.
is
I
real.
love how they
It's not
say
psyop.
we're taught a model. we've actually
predictive
shown
model.
it to actually be what we say it is.
yeah.
Funny that.
It's not a distraction and it's not a bandwagon. It's a reasonable debate. It's thousands of people
No, it fucking isn't a reasonable debate. We're just having
No,
fun
it's not.
laughing at you.
taking what we've
Yeah.
been told and comparing it to what we see and experience, only to find out that they do not match up. Once you start digging into this, it becomes clear that there is no evidence for the speculated spinning ball that we supposedly live on, and everything
Except there
points
is
to
plenty
a
of evidence for that.
flat
They just
Earth
can't
is
wait
much
to dismiss it.
As I was saying, satellite that I
Mhm.
downloaded shit from.
The one and only reason that it's reasonable to argue against the flat Earth is that we've all been taught otherwise our whole lives. We blindly believe something that A, has never been proven, and B, is pretty much fucking impossible. Thanks to
Projection
people
much?
like A, the flat Earth has reemerged and it has more steam than ever. Before I've ever even entertained the flat Earth, I knew not to trust the space programs of the world. Close examinations of NASA and other space
They always
programs
go after the
reveal that
space
they
programs,
see
don't
that
they?
people are being lied to. We have no real pictures of the Earth, and no matter how hard we try, we just can't find the curvature. Not only that, but flight paths make more sense on a flat map, and large bodies of water not being
No,
able
they
to curve.
don't.
Fuck,
There's
I'm
something
doing this
called a
on a
great
different
circle.
computer. I'm doing this on a different computer. Otherwise, I would have been also
Oh.
sharing my screen, showing my,
Gotcha.
the images
Oh,
that
completely
I'm.
It happens.
Yeah, this was kind of like last minute because like I wind up getting done with work yesterday and they're like, oh, congratulations, you have a voicemail that's after hours, so you really can't end the or call it off.
Forensically speaking, the globe model is so very unlikely that any good detective
Oh my
Detective
god.
Boy. Oh yes.
wouldn't believe a fucking word the globe says. The globe story is so
But
full
by the
of
way, GloberMom, you said he's in prison now.
coincidences.
He's in prison.
He's in prison.
Yes.
He's
It's-
in
it's-
globe
think-
prison.
By
I
any
forget what
chance,
for, but it's unrelated to flat Earth.
Going over
But
that
does he?
in
By the
this
way,
video,
does he
it's
have
noted-
like a spicy cellmate now?
I hope so.
Yeah, at least he'll
You
get-
know
Great
what
who's in
spicy
jail with
fa-
chili right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There's other reasons why the world isn't what we're led to believe. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's
Isn't Jake the asshole and ODD? Don't they live in California where Chile is?
No, Chili's in Nevada right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chili's been living in
they
Nevada,
could have been cellmates.
Las Vegas. Yeah.
You mean he's in jail? Oh no, prison. Sorry.
No, Chili's in. Well, yeah, ODD's in prison if I recall.
our
Chili's
daily
in
observation
Clark County
Earth are-
Detention Center.
stationary surface. Most, if not all, ancient civilizations knew that the Earth was flat.
Yeah, I think he is in Colorado,
And-
James. You're right. Jake, I don't think is in
And-
California either. But
And the ancient Egyptians believed that Sobek was the lord of sperm. So
Oh,
just
God,
because they got
really?
a few things right does not mean that they got everything right.
exactly.
The
No,
people of
and like
today
they
say that
didn't
ancient
already knew the Earth was flat. They hadn't
Right.
figured out yet that it isn't.
They didn't care. They didn't know what it was, flat, spherical, or not. Some
Well,
did. but
for their purposes, and
Yeah.
like because back in those days, people didn't travel that far. Their world
Right.
was so much smaller.
It was
that-
They only knew their region, right? They didn't.
Yeah,
All
for
they cared about was
their
surviving on a daily
purposes,
basis.
It was flat.
Not about what
like-
shape the Earth was.
Yeah.
were ignorant and unaware, yet they accomplished great
And
feats
hindsight
that we
chat-
still can't accomplish to this day.
Oh, we
truth is
could accomplish that. We just don't have need to.
only
Just
have an
saying.
education. But what is an education? Education is when you are told what to think and how to think. Those that are able to remember and regurgitate what they've been told on command are considered well educated.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah, but when you get into college or high school, they start teaching you how they came to these conclusions. Like they just don't say, okay, here's what this chemical does here, and here's how the chemistry works. They have the experiment.
You get more
And they show
complicated.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
you'll figure
difference between
shit out yourself.
being educated and being intelligent. Just because you believe what you've been told doesn't make it true. In fact,
Projection.
the flat versus spherical Earth is a debate that has never really died. It's been raging for centuries. It was a huge argument as recently as the early and mid 1900s.
The one on the bottom right looks like an egg. Are you
Egg.
kidding me?
The latter
Egg
half
Earth.
of the 20th century was
Egg
a
Earth,
win.
huh?
This is an egg.
It wasn't a question to the average person anymore. Though at the time the shape of the Earth was still up to be proven, NASA claims that they went to the moon and captured a shot of the spherical Earth as if they always knew it was indeed spherical.
They did. 1946.
Yes, they did.
We took photos of it.
Man,
Duh.
think I'm scamming you? Go do it for yourself. Because you're going to find the
If
exact
I
same thing.
recall this picture
Just
here,
slime
I'm
on-
thinking this picture here is photoshopped. I don't think this is an
And
actual
even if
picture
it
from NASA.
wasn't
Yeah.
and even if it was real, even if it wasn't, the Earth's still round.
Here, okay?
True.
I'm going to zoom in on the Earth
Yeah.
in Photoshop. Can you see the Earth? To image, adjust, levels, and I'm going to bring the levels over here. And I'm going to bring the levels up. Uh-oh. What is that?
That's called compression.
Yeah.
He's not
And
using a raw.
JPEGs are
Yep.
Yeah, if you
JPEGs
have
are
low quality
particularly
image.
horrible.
Yeah.
I think MC2 went over this and he was claiming this was definitely a photoshopped image that somebody put out.
Yeah.
But even if it wasn't, you're
Why
right.
is
We're
there a
like
square box
compression. Yep.
around
You need a raw photo image.
allegedly taken from the scientists on the moon in Apollo 17. And people wonder why I don't trust NASA. That's why I don't trust NASA. I mean, they're always out there saying,
You're dumb.
everybody's trying to show you stuff from space, and you keep rejecting it. This is why I reject it. These guys are liars.
You know what?
you're a
We could
liar.
take a picture from this guy, a picture of him, do the same thing, and you would see the exact same box around him
We've been taught that
once
we're
it's
on a
compressed.
ball spinning around the
So that means
sun.
nothing.
That looks
So
fucking
the
awesome.
idea that
Oh
you
my
might
God.
be on a
Eric
flat
Dubé.
plane, motionless at the center of the universe with all
Pretty,
the celestial
isn't
Look how
bodies
beautiful that is.
Mm-hmm.
as it appears, actually comes as a surprise. But it shouldn't, because our eyes, experience, and common sense all tell us that the
I
horizon
got
is
back into
flat,
door 6,
and we
so
feel motion.
Okay.
We don't hear
I'll
ourselves
do that and be
fly
right back
1,000
with
miles per
everybody.
hour. No matter how high
We
amateur
can't really
rockets
trust what our eyes see, though.
the horizon
No.
rises in the eye
Our
of
eyes
the
can be
observer
deceived.
all the way up.
Our eyes are not
So
perfect
that they can
instruments.
see the flat plane.
Yeah. Our
Their
eyes have a
theory
blind spot.
More and more wild as
Mhm.
time has gone on. And so,
Well,
yeah,
I wear
if you
glasses, don't
see
know
Earth
about
going
anyone
1,000
else.
miles
My
per
I was
hour,
gonna say I have
Stop.
glasses. If I took my glasses
Yeah.
off, I would have a hard time seeing, just and reading.
Exactly.
and they
Oh,
decided
I wouldn't be able to
I
read,
can still
period.
see, but
Mhm.
a model, but more of an ascentric model.
I could see far away,
They
just
don't
not
know
close
what
up.
the center is. You're just exploding out of a
Yeah, that's
big
Dubé for you, Jinx.
So the sun, we're spinning around the sun, and then the sun and us are spinning.
And see that right
around
there is deceiving. That's just
galaxy, they say,
representation.
at
We don't
500,000
actually go through the.
miles
We
per
don't
hour.
actually
And
spiral
then the
like that.
entire Milky Way galaxy,
well,
they say,
technically we
is shooting off
do.
from the
Well,
planet.
it depends on.
170
I don't know which
million
way
miles
the
per hour,
sun
almost
is
speed
moving.
light. So
We
there's
could- we could be
at least
going the-
four,
moving. I think the sun goes.
rip-racing, contradictory motions supposedly going at
The
all
ones
times.
I've seen, if you look at the
Yet
videos, they
you
go
don't
from
any
left to
of it,
right.
nor can you measure
It
any
goes
of it.
left to
Yeah,
right
that's
from
fine.
us.
The flat motionless
What
Earth
I would be
So it
think
saying
is
goes
the
what
greatest
counterclockwise?
conspiracy of all. It's also the easiest.
Yeah, I don't know
Counterclockwise.
how
It
the
just
plane
is
of
flat
the
motion. It's just as
solar
if you're
Yeah.
system
looking into it
is
more and more,
compared
make it
to
a
the plane
thing to
of
try and
the
debunk it. If you will. Even if you want to do it that way, negative reinforcement works too.
But that image there implies
going
that we're
find
chasing
proofs of the flat
big,
motionless Earth.
so the
You're not
spirals,
going to
we're
confirm
all
that
going the
they're on
same.
the ball.
We're just moving ever so slowly, celestially, in our universe, in our solar system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. If you go think about like
Curvature of
which
the Earth
directions we're all
alludes-
going.
Either the Earth is much
Yeah.
larger in
That's-
circumference
it's
than we are
mind-boggling.
told, or the
It
curve
is.
just doesn't exist.
How do wind
People
and
assume that
clouds
there is a
work on the
curve,
flat
but it's
Earth?
never really been proven beyond a reasonable
Yeah,
doubt.
how would wind work? Because
However,
wind's
with
based
fisheye
on air
lenses,
pressure
Hollywood movies, and NASA
and
CGI are the
heat,
closest we
right?
get to seeing
It's a few
curves.
Yeah,
factors. It's
wind
not.
and clouds. They've never actually
The deception
explained.
and
And
the
the
lie
movement of the
so
clouds,
pervasive.
sometimes
Yeah.
they're not all the levels are going the same way.
Of water is always level.
Correct. On a flat Earth, since they don't think there's Coriolis,
water,
we wouldn't have
if
hurricanes or
unobstructed and
tornadoes.
uncontained, will flow
Exactly.
outwards,
So
finding it's the
Kinda
easiest,
wondered.
of course, to maintain
Yep.
its own level, right? So, but the Ball Earth model claims that the oceans are huge 100-mile walls of curved water.
100-mile walls? Those damn water mountains.
and I think they're like more like steps. You can sort of bob along, then all of a sudden you do this big step down, and then you bob along a bit more, and then you do another big step down.
Like they're terrorists, yeah.
Yeah, you got to do the AM every mile or whatever the fuck it is.
Time curvature, you take 8 inches times your distance squared.
There you go.
8 times
Yeah,
your
the
no,
A
it's
inches
eight.
had to come in somewhere.
You end up with this, and this is not what NASA has shown us. They have given us
No, that's not the right curvature for the Earth, formula for the Earth anyway.
8 inches, 1 mile, 32
It only
inches,
works
and 2 miles
for so long.
15.6.
But they don't use that formula for the curve of the Earth.
That's a rule of thumb thingy.
So
Yeah, that's more for surveyors doing buildings and things like that, and bridges and sort of
and
not
as you can
to
see,
do
between the water and
big,
the walkway
massive
of the
numbers.
pier
This is
about
the thing:
12
scale,
feet based
scale,
on the-
scale, scale, and they just
And even Sami Robotham brought up
started at,
8 inches per mile squared.
Granada, which is 4.92
Yeah.
That's pretty
miles
much where they
squared.
got it from.
And I shot this.
But that's not the formula
and
that is
based
used for
on
the
that
curve of the Earth.
distance and the formula, there should
That's
be
insane.
15 feet of
Hey,
curvature.
Beck.
Obviously, you can still see the entire gap
Beck.
under
Hi,
the,
Beck.
the walkway there.
Did you
between
see
that and the
15,
water.
16 feet of
So,
curvature?
in addition to
Curvature?
that,
You're not supposed to.
that pier is actually a lighthouse, which you can see.
And then there is refraction.
Here, you can see
Yeah.
the light. That is
But the thing is, like we said, they don't get
15 miles
scale.
away from my location.
We're tiny,
Yeah.
Earth big.
shot
We're
that
supposed to
lighthouse.
see flat.
Now that lighthouse
Yeah,
Or,
is
you know,
pretend your
that-
feet on
but it's
dog.
not.
tall,
Yes.
and the curvature from 16 miles away should be 170 feet. You can clearly
That's
see
bad
how
refraction there, though. You
lighthouse
can't see anything.
on that pier. So, like I said, there should be 170 feet of curvature. There's
Look how
none.
bad the refraction,
No,
bad
there-
that video
or even
quality is,
further,
though.
Those are in New Smyrna, which is 20.
Oh yeah, well,
So you can't
let's be
rely on
fair.
that.
Flat earthers have to have that sort of shit quality. Yeah.
Well, look at the Black
You live on a
Swan. They
ball.
made that was made sure they
Not
used
in the 20-mile
it was
time shooting.
the sun was low on the
Well, then that means
horizon,
it's gotta be made
so
up further on down.
when it went through the light went through the distance
You can't have it both
distance
ways.
part of the
You can't
atmosphere,
say
so
we
it
live
looked
on
like
this
that.
ball, and then
So it
say,
looked
oh,
like
you
the
can't protect
the whole
curvature.
thing was
Well,
bendy.
You got to detect
You
it
know?
somewhere, because if it's not
It was
dropped
awful.
here,
Yeah.
it's going to have to drop.
Filmed in glorious
more
144p exactly. James.
Yeah.
And it's pretty round.
What the fuck is that?
Those I
Let's
think
just play with colours. That's what that looks like to me. Someone's just splattered some colours on it.
I've seen images like that, and they're not the curve of the Earth. They're like the gravitational
Yeah.
something like gravity or something like that. It has nothing to do with the actual
Another
curve.
one worth mentioning that people be familiar with is the Statue of Liberty. It stands 326 feet above sea level, and on a clear day can be seen as far as 60 miles away. Now, if the Earth was a globe at the dimensions
And
they
if-
give us, that would
And if the Earth was flat, I could
and
walk out to
7
sea in
feet
France
above the
and
horizon.
look at it.
Yep. You'd be able to see the Eiffel Tower, right?
Yeah, and like if you would climb on top of the Eiffel Tower, you could see
One picture of
Statue
the
of Liberty and vice versa.
2016, and we still don't have a picture of our home. thousands
do.
of satellites
Deny
supposedly
it all you
orbit
want.
the Earth.
That's not how that would
Why can't
look,
we
dude.
get thousands of pictures? One shot.
That
with
is a
perfect
rendering. Yeah.
detail. We should have a
And then
channel.
that
of people
actually
that shows the
is a fair representation,
24 hours a day.
because there are that many satellites, but they're much
Yeah.
smaller.
Listen,
They're
Robert
they're like shoebox size to bus size.
Once again,
That's about it.
scale,
No.
people,
Mhm.
scale.
Like most of the satellites are just small cubes.
Tiny.
Yes.
Like
at their
they're
home
like
planet,
a
single
a foot.
And we have
Square
caught
foot.
satellites. ISS has
Oh, and
caught
by the way,
satellites.
Jin, no one can put a collar on me, baby.
Every 100 minutes, taking measurements of light.
Because you're on
coming off the planet,
fire.
No,
translating
always.
this into imagery like this, and then into one of these. And this is just the latest in NASA's Earth from Space album, which may be one of the most mind-expanding collections of images in human history. Then in
Again, they don't get
2002,
focal length
Marble
of the camera
2.0,
being used.
NASA's Rob
They
Simmons
don't get
made
satellites take little
Rob
strips and then they put
primarily
that together. You know, it's all
This is-
composite. Does not mean it's
data set
fake.
from several different instruments
Of
translated
course, it
into
means
a
it's fake.
So we actually have to take clouds out.
The
And
stats
definition
of
of words. They always seem to have problems with that as well.
Measure
Mhm.
No.
You know, they don't realize that one
Where we
word
flow,
may have different meanings.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
like
No.
read
saying.
and
There's only
What
one
weird
meaning
shit
for
you're
each
saying.
word.
there,
There's a
there, and there.
Problem
You know,
because there's a slight gap.
Level.
exactly.
Level has more than one meaning.
It is Photoshop, but it's has to be.
Then
There was another
And see,
layer to sort of.
they totally use this
And then there's
video,
little
which
breaks.
explains exactly how the
So it's
2012 Big
just
Marble was made,
those are the pieces.
Yeah.
You can't just
and
slap
they
them all
they
together.
totally ignore everything that's said.
flat or the clouds are sort
Most
of
definitely that is what
So I
they
can
do.
take fancy a lot.
There's artistry to creating the world.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space, but I've looked at these images over and over again, trying to sort of get the essence of it. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Bless you.
I'm allergic to bullshit. Not having
Oh.
one.
Why
Is that
the fuck
ODD
do you want
doing
flat
that?
Earth?
red flag.
Right?
Christoph, let me ask you.
Oh God, the Truman Show. They always have to bring this up.
Oh.
God, it's a movie, people.
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that.
The Truman Show was about an environmental thing. Had nothing to do with the shape of the Earth, though. It was about raising a kid from baby to and to see what would happen.
It's just
It's by no means
okay.
definitive.
They've just
The
put
nature
on the
of the
screen
flat
the
cover.
flat Earth model.
For the 500
Where
years
the
we've
fuck
been-
is it? No one
Right.
seems to agree that they have a model. As soon as you say
No.
your model,
As a-
explain it, they don't.
They crap
they
on the
do
Earth
is-
instead. On
They-
the round Earth
Earlier.
instead.
And then you go,
Used as
oh,
an
well,
official
this
map.
is the map
That's
that
geological.
you all use. Oh, but no, that's not our model.
Right.
What the
Our
fuck?
real home
This is what I don't understand.
I think it is.
Didn't they use maps
The
like
first
this, which are globe
Here's
projections?
the end.
Yeah.
Well, look at this map where
And
Antarctica
claim
is
they're
a 300
flat Earth maps.
degree ice barrier that holds the water in. These ice walls are real, and they stand 150 feet above the surface
No,
of
they're
the
called. It's called an ice
Then you need
shelf.
to understand that
Yeah.
there is no
If you were to do a
independent access from Antarctica.
a what we call it,
Average people
a
can only
Antarctic
go there
It's a
on
centered
guided
map,
It has no
then the
towns.
North Pole would be around the edge of the Earth.
What's past the 150-foot ice wall is anyone's guess. How far the ice extends.
And it's an ice wall, but ice floats, y'all. So what's holding back the
Antarctic
water?
Treaty, signed in 1959
Oh, what
by
if the
12
big,
nations
like there was a
and more later on,
huge chunk
states
that
that
No,
Antarctica
but like,
broke off
to be
in
fair, it-
2022.
military
No,
activities,
the
just
ice
scientific
is
research and
on
government
land,
exploration.
not on water.
Expeditions by any party must be discussed in
Nice.
advance.
That
It's
looks
the
like a fun
longest
thing
and most
to ride in.
successful
Doesn't
treaty
it? Like it looks like a hydroplane.
The treaty also
Not
states
Yeah, a
that
hydroplane.
little
there are
hovercraft, like,
stations
fuck,
and
that-
equipment
Hovercraft, thank
to
you,
ensure
hovercraft.
compliance of the treaty.
That
Sounds
those
like
things are
military
fucking
activity
sexy.
to me. Anyway, So this azimuthal equidistant map appears to be correct for the most part. Over the
globe
century,
projection. Look how big Australia is, and how small the U.S. is.
Recently in the news that supports this flat map.
Oh my God, this one.
On a flight from Bali to Los Angeles. So the flight made an emergency landing in Alaska.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Commander.
We've just been shit talking them.
ODD's just bringing up that emergency flight that landed in Alaska because a woman gave birth.
Yeah,
because they neglect the Great
Circles.
Circle route.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
would
I've already
actually-
worked out that they have problem with scale.
Yes.
What else was it? Scale, size. Yes. Just everything, I think it was. that
What's
they've
cool is
mentioned.
Sarcastic Barman did a video about this, and he actually had a globe, and he took two strings, and he put them like how that line is, and then he cut them, and then he did like one the Great Circle route, and then one straight across. The one straight across was actually longer, even though they were the same length, cut the same length.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, that wouldn't work.
Look like on a globe.
And the plane didn't go like that. I think the plane went up and around over Japan.
Now, here's what it would
and then
look
over
like.
around that way. And then around
And also-
basically followed the land. Yeah.
And even then, like, if
Which one
it
makes more
was
sense?
slightly longer,
Exactly.
Mhm.
A big
That's
issue
a
I was
plane.
having with flat Earth
what would you prefer?
was the sunrise
Sticking
and
close
sun-
to a coastline, so if something
Realized
goes
that it
wrong,
was a-
That's
you
why they
got
do it.
a way out.
That's part of why they do it.
That's also a thing to consider. Like,
But if you
there
look at
is
where he
system
drew it
called
on
safety.
the plane on the flat map, if you were to curve that into a sphere, it would be a great circle. It would be a big curve.
Yeah.
So they're actually supporting the globe Earth right there.
Yes, Michael. Exactly.
Yep.
You fly from LAX
Exactly.
to Perth and you do
Mhm.
not go along that patch-like path.
Nope, you do
Perspective.
not.
You must understand that the sun is not 93 million miles away. If it was, we would never see anything like
they did,
this
Michael,
here.
about the edge ice wall.
Yeah,
And
who-
again,
who
this
was
is
that,
all
like-
perspective. This is
Yeah,
all
but also,
perspective.
who was that again that lightly showed planes being lit from the other underside?
Underside of the Yep.
I don't remember who did a video on that lately,
I
but
think
like
it
I
was,
saw that.
I want to say it was Dave McKeegan, maybe. I think it was Dave McKeegan did that, and he showed them being lit
Is that
underneath.
that's the
from
dude with the dog, right? That always has his
Yes.
dog. Yes,
Yes.
yes, it was him.
Mhm.
It was him. Yeah, I've
And
not
it
watched
showed
him
them
that
being
much,
lit
but
from
like,
underneath. How would that happen on a flat Earth? Because the sun would have to blow
because
them
their
going
tilt
up.
is upwards.
Yeah, not that far upward.
Yeah.
Oh, I like what Jin's asked. I love the ones that claim a firmament dome and are creationists. Where is the high water mark from Noah's flood?
Not to mention they're mud flutters too.
come
Where's
on,
that mud
Jinx.
line mark on the top of the firmament?
Yeah.
This is concentrated.
Oh, God. Greater Sapien put out a vid today.
away. That is
Yeah, I
just-
know. Mhm.
He hasn't been around for about a year.
No, he started coming
or
back
so,
about a month ago. He
and
started bringing videos back
it
up.
was,
so I
yeah,
have
it's
to
only
still
about
watch 'em.
less than 5 minutes, but it's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant just to
He
take
did
down
that cold
flat
moonlight
earthers.
thing a few years ago, and it was really a really good test of it.
Yeah. And this is what, I've come back and I can't believe it hasn't changed,
Yeah.
but I just had to I had to ask this. And it's really interesting. It's basically Lila pants on fire.
Well, the latest is, and I'm covering this on Tuesday, is a Flatsoid, and of course that idiot Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, saying that Newton didn't have a Bachelor of Art degree.
Oh my God.
And then Flatsoid's like Bachelor of Art, as in art. It's like, no. So I'm covering that on Tuesday.
God. Yeah, my friend
Yeah.
Sal
As if it's
actually
only about art.
debated that unsold chain dude, whatever his name is.
He's a sovereign citizen too. He
Oh my
is.
God, that
I'm
makes
sure
it
he's into
even
more
worse.
conspiracies. Oh,
Oh,
They just keep on coming, those conspiracies. They breed
Oh,
like
yeah.
Oh,
fucking
lucky
rabbits.
bastards. Lucky. Never mind. Sorry.
Size is the moon. Once you comprehend this, all of the sudden,
oh my God, an
Same shit.
eclipse.
Something that
Wow.
makes sense. Okay,
Hey, that's
so the
what they
sun
look
is
like.
close, which gives it the ability to spotlight the area that it's over, and when it leaves your view, due to perspective, it takes the light with it. There is a generous amount of
It will never, ever reach that point.
No.
That point is infinitely far away.
since it's so close.
I mean, on a
it
flat Earth,
doesn't
the
spread
sun's
its light.
always high. It would
Look,
never go down toward the horizon like that ever.
The sun
It
circumnavigates
would never go below.
huge
well, and why would flat earthers call it sunset and sunrise? Wouldn't they call
Right.
it sun away and sun back?
Yes, sun forward, sun back, or something like that.
But if
Sun
we're
here,
Why do
sun
they
there.
call it
in a,
sunset and sunrise? They've always
And then where
have.
would that-
if we're enclosed in a dome, right?
Yeah.
And we
right.
got this fireball that's
Yeah.
thousands of degrees, wouldn't all the air inside the dome get really, really hot and we all die?
Yes. Yes.
Well, wouldn't it all
Sometimes
burn up according to,
that
you
takes a while
know,
to
Even,
see.
it's a
even if
fire
it
that
were
needs
smaller,
oxygen?
as they claim, it would still get really hot underneath that enclosure.
Well, we'd all be
Coriolis
dead
effect.
because there'd be no
The
oxygen left.
Coriolis effect
Correct.
states that when a moving object leaves
Well,
the ground,
technically,
the Earth
that would be the same
continues.
as with how it is now, because now as well, like the oxygen needs to be replenished by the trees.
Yeah. Trees.
Like so,
plankton,
if you'd be enclosed in a dome with trees and everything, like the only thing would be that you couldn't lose heat. But then again, I don't know how much heat the Earth radiates into space, because
right.
that's also something that's not that easy, because there is no atmosphere there. So
And then we
rotate.
wouldn't have a pressure gradient. We'd all have one
shooting a
pressure
gun
from the
at a
surface
certain
to the top
distance,
of the dome. It'd
the
be all one
bullet
pressure.
would be a little off due to the Earth's rotation. If that's the case, then airplanes would have to account for the Coriolis
No,
effect.
airplanes have something bullets don't. They're called engines
and wings.
and
And
wings.
flight
Yeah.
Hearing.
control surfaces.
Yeah. Dumas!
Exactly, Michael. Well,
Oh,
there's
wait,
Alaska during summer or
wait.
winter. Yeah. We wouldn't have
Where is it? Where-
snow-capped mountains if we had a small
Then we
local
say
sun.
this. Then we say this.
This is only a few
I heard you, dumbass. I heard that,
Oh,
dumbass.
you brought some fun. I need to set
He
up
brought
the
some
stream
fun.
deck too.
things that work better on a flat, motionless Earth. Do you need 100 excuses as to why you're not feeling any motion or seeing any curvature?
You're not supposed to feel motion. You have nothing to feel motion with in your head. Oh my god.
You only feel acceleration and
You
deceleration.
feel change of direction. Yep. And acceleration and
And
deceleration.
even then,
Yep.
Commander,
Yep.
technically acceleration and deceleration are the same thing, just in opposite directions.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yep.
acceleration.
Are those excuses easier to believe? Or is it easier to use Occam's razor and go with what our senses are telling us? The
Our
Earth is
senses are
flat.
crap. Thank you. End of
Try
discussion on
sliding
that.
down it and using your balls as brakes.
I need to get my stream deck and load what a clusterfuck the flat Earth is. And every time they say Occam's razor, we
Oh
just
my
show
God.
a picture of the flat Earth system and say, how the fuck do you get eclipses? Please tell me.
I mean, wasn't it Dearth and Karen B that showed our senses, our eyes can be fooled with like optical illusions,
Yes.
Yeah.
but yet
That's
they
why we have
claim
measuring
fooled?
instruments.
our senses, trust our senses. And have
If-
any of you
if
ever
you-
seen? Go ahead.
If you're doing anything that which requires specific measurement, and you try to trust your senses or eyeball it, you're fucked.
Yeah, yeah. Have any of you ever seen, I know it's about taste, but these Gordon Ramsay shows where they do like the taste testing for the chefs, and they have like things on their ears, and so they can't really hear what they're eating, and then they have the blinders on so they can't see. They cannot, unless they have really, really good palates, their taste buds are crap too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They'll taste
yeah.
something that it's not
Experience.
actually. It is, yeah.
Oh,
Sim your
Mr.
eyes.
B, ESA just
Hello, Mr.
awarded
B.
contracts for 2 new navigation satellite systems that will give millimeter location accuracy based on a globe geodesy.
Geodesy, yeah.
Geodesy.
Nice.
So that
That's
sounds
awesome,
awesome.
Mr. B.
And hi.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great
Yeah,
to see people
fish nerd.
from
I
the
feel the earth
old
move every time
streams
I
back.
drink too much.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, fish nerd.
I think I recently seen something about those satellites. Yeah.
That's great.
For some reason, satellites keep popping up in my
Professor
YouTube and
Phil
shit.
may know about those satellites because that's what he does.
Yeah.
He works on satellites.
And it's if it's a European, with India.
He does
I know
India
that he
for
did a
India, but
whole
still,
heap
he
in
would know
India.
about those, I'm sure.
Yeah.
M2M, Professor Phil, they're all up on the space stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Let's
yeah.
kind of just explain the Coriolis effect in layman's terms. The Coriolis effect is the effect that when the bullet leaves the barrel of the gun, it is actually leaving the surface of the earth. So as the bullet leaves the barrel of the gun, the earth is...
Yeah, that's true.
No.
That's not the Coriolis effect is. Oh, my God.
Let's say you are at the equator and you fire a bullet north. Your bullet has more angular momentum in the direction of Earth's spin than it does, say, a mile downrange. So it's going to appear to accelerate towards the direction of the Earth spin relative to where you aimed, but that's just conservation of momentum.
Yeah.
It's going to deflect off to, if I recall, if you're going north, it
That's
should
because
deflect
it's
off
no
to the
longer-
right?
It's
Because
no
the Earth's
longer
going
fixed
should
to the
deflect
surface.
to the right.
Or is it going to the east? Oh, I always forget, man. My
It
brain.
should deflect towards the east.
Yeah.
Which, if
Yeah.
you're faced north from the equator, it's the right.
And the bullet is not rotating with the earth. So the earth will actually rotate out from underneath of the bullet while it is in flight.
That's a very simplistic.
It doesn't literally, yeah.
No,
It's
but
still
for all intents and
rotating with
purposes,
the
that is
earth.
kind of what's.
It's still
that's-
going with the
that-
Earth. It's going straight, but the Earth is moving. It's rotating at the same time. So the bullet is
Because the
literally
Earth will
going
be
straight,
rotating
but
at a
the
different
Earth
speed.
will be rotating. Yeah.
Hey, Loki Fish.
Hey, Loki.
You know where the link is.
Okay, honey. Ooh.
That commander trying to speak.
My husband's
Because
being
it's-
weird.
Oh, I think that's the video.
Oh my
that-
God!
oh,
Have they
the
not
audio is-
heard? Have these guys not heard of aircraft landing on moving aircraft carriers?
Yeah, and the side wind, wind is a multitude stronger than Coriolis.
Right.
So they already, they
It's
technically they
more
have
along the
to. They
lines
have
of
to.
wind that they're worried about when they land.
The wind
not
shear.
bloody
Yeah, the wind shear is
moving of
what
the
they're
earth.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crosswinds.
But the thing is, the planes can maneuver themselves to where the runways are.
Yeah, they
Because
again
they have engines
control
and
services.
thrust.
Loki,
And
you better
Commander,
be cooking
your audio
enough
might
for
need
everybody.
reset.
Ooh, cookies! Yum.
Yeah. I'll be
Ooh.
over to pick mine up
Oh, I
later.
miss her. Oh, why are you bringing her up?
Yes, Mr. B. Oh my gosh. I can't wait till we actually get to the moon and they actually have like a 8K camera that does a live feed from the moon.
Yeah.
But then they'll
They
claim
are
it's
looking into
CGI.
that,
That's gonna
so
be awesome. Oh, that's
Ooh,
enough for all of
chocolate
us. A
chip.
dozen. That's enough for all of us to have one.
I was going to say, you better make about 5, I'd say, at least.
Yeah.
Jin's trying to touch type tonight, so we've got to forgive him for all his.
It's okay, Jen. No worries. That's not how planes fly. They have Oh my
It's not how
God.
videos work either. I wish they'd learn to edit some of these people.
This is jeez, Pete.
Oh, apparently it would be impossible for the plane to land in one piece. Well, I'm glad they.
Exactly. Everybody on the plane would die.
I'm so glad that our pilots don't use their system.
This one is a touchy subject. This whole
quite a bit of
thing is a
Coriolis.
touchy subject. So anyway, this one's hard to get across to people big time. But outer space is up for debate. Space programs are compartmentalized, and most astronauts are Freemasons that have to swear an
Oh
oath
my
of
God.
secrecy
No, they're not.
with so-called missions.
It's all
The thing is that
conspiracy.
there is footage of NASA and other space agencies making mistakes. Sometimes we could see bubbles in the spacewalks. Sometimes
It's
we
not
could see
bubbles.
harnesses
They're not bubbles.
on the International
Bubbles don't
Space
go in all
Station.
directions.
Permed hair that moves nothing like it would in zero
That's not
gravity.
permed
These are
hair.
not to mention the Van Allen radiation belt. The Van Allen
They
radiation
just
belt
showed
The
me
Van
a flag
Halen
on
radiation
Earth
belt. Thank
blowing in the
you.
wind.
is
Nothing
held in place
like on the moon.
magnetized planets such as Earth by the planet's magnetic field. Sounds kind of like a dome if there is one. Oddly enough,
Oh
one of
no,
NASA's
No, it doesn't.
admitted that the radiation belt needs to be figured out before humans can pass through it. Listen closely.
And it was,
We
so
further away
fucking
from Earth,
whatever.
we'll pass the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation.
But I believe this is for digital technology,
This
though.
informing guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through
See,
this danger
Orion,
zone.
it used digital technology, not analog, like when they did the first moon landing.
Yeah.
But
There's
also,
the difference.
it's the type of radiation they went.
Yes.
It was the time that they went through it. It was
Right.
the. I mean, shit, they weren't just
But
going up there and going, "Oh, let's just irradiate fucking everybody and
Right.
everything."
But what's funny is the digital technology takes different shielding than analog
Yeah.
did. So there's the difference. That's why they bring that up. Ah,
over the
okay,
world.
got it. Deep State. No, you're right, Mr. B. Not they claim all were Freemasons. Maybe some were, but a lot weren't. But
Well, I
if
mean,
one was,
Buzz
they all
Aldrin
were
was
in the
a-
mind of flat Earth. Flat Earth, yeah.
I can't believe, a Catholic Buzz Aldrin being a Freemason.
Yeah.
How does that work? Can Freemasons be Catholic or?
I've got no clue.
I don't know. Do Masons come in all religions, or are they just like their own religion?
I think. What's going on there, Commander?
Oh, he's still here. It's just that
I
his
don't know.
avatar-
The thing
other
is with
computers.
Freemasons, I was in something called Rainbow Girls, and it's like the Masonic version for teenage girls, a Masonic organization. As far as I recall, they never asked you what your religion was because there was no. All they did was
Oh,
use the
so-
Bible. There's no like particular religion that you have to be a Mason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could
Fair
see
enough.
maybe Jewish not being Jewish and not being a Mason, but but my husband. But yeah, you could be Catholic and be a Mason.
Okay, but you have to believe in a creator to
You have
be
to
a
believe in the Creator.
Freemason.
You have to believe in God. But that's the extent of it.
So they are against atheists.
Yeah, Jinx. No Mason I ever met worked for free. Exactly.
Hey, but if you give a good blowjob, that's almost free.
My
right?
mom's second husband was an actual stonemason. He had his own company, and he was a Freemason as well.
Oh, so he did everything for free. Oh,
He did everything.
that's
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh God. It just no. They're the talking points they have. It's like they act like NASA's been around for thousands of years, and so have Masons, and that's not true. You know, they're terrible with it. Oh, okay.
TV feed during the Perseids meteor shower because one of the meteors knocked out one of the satellites. Doesn't happen, it's never happened, and it won't happen. And that to me tells me there is no satellites. You would constantly be worried about them, and you would constantly hear about them having something happen. And it's so rare that you hear that.
Don't. No, you don't.
Oh. Apparently, Russian weather satellites have a tendency to fail, crash into shit.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Audio is fucked up, Commander.
The thing with the satellites, though, and even with the ISS, they get little micro holes in them, but they're easily dealt with. They act like there's a big old asteroid comes and knocks them and destroys them. That's not usually the case.
Yeah.
Why do they always use like pictures like of TV and shit like that and just write words like cognitive dissident?
Because
and just puts a picture of something. I
doesn't
don't
that
get
look
it.
like Keanu Reeves almost? But they they do that on purpose because they're cognitive dissonance.
Exactly. This is what I mean. They fake everything. It's
they've doctored.
It's just so hard to like. I don't get it anymore.
I mean, I think MC2, and I forget what it was. What it was, a meme that somebody was using, and he found the original source, and it was actually corrected to be flat for this meme, and then it had the words obviously and stuff with it. So they're not beyond using doctored things for their false narrative.
Yeah.
While claiming
this is from the Matrix,
NASA
obviously.
uses,
Yeah, Jen, you're right. It is a Matrix thing. It's like just about when he's going to be asked red pill, blue pill, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It looks in the same play, like he's in that place. Yeah, Mr. B. I get that with the light pollution and stuff. I understand that. Especially now with Starlink. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Deep. So Commander's having connectivity issues. So we're probably gonna have to call the stream. Yeah. We kind of knew going in that it might be an issue. So.
Yeah. Well, I can quickly show my proof of the globe Earth.
Okay.
Because
oh God, you're not gonna moon us, are you, brainless? It's not the moon,
no.
Okay? We've told you this.
Earlier today, I went out with...
It's nothing remotely like the moon. Learn the difference, okay?
Earlier today, I went out with my laptop and a software-defined radio.
Okay.
And then I downloaded this straight from a satellite.
Oh wow!
It's the raw data that I downloaded, and I got like a program to put on the overlay on it.
Okay.
So different kinds of data, and here it's quite clear what parts of it is, and like
But satellites don't exist.
I'm just so fucking surprised that you can just download shit from weather satellites.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that awesome?
And
you can corroborate it too, which is actually something very interesting.
Yeah. What was this? The surface temperature of the waters, like it's fucking fucking amazing. Thermal image, like it, and like
I see Dublin, London. Wow.
It doesn't have a true color image that satellite, so the color of the lens is an overlay, just like the names of all the cities, but like.
Right. Yeah. All the cities are actually there's actually Dublin over that whole area.
Like, you can, yeah, you could have people stationed everywhere and like say like, oh yeah, at that time what was the weather in London or
right, and you can compare clouds too.
Yeah, you can compare.
Wade's Underworld does that. He's in Australia and he'll take Himawari. And he will compare from where he's at up, show you the cloud he's looking at, and it'll match what he's seeing on Himawari.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How does that happen?
You can just shoot. You can just see that on online, but like this, I don't, because you can see it's a bit grainy. Like it's not the best setup that I had, you know, but like and before that, I actually did that with just a simple handheld radio, like a walkie-talkie that could one that's officially you're not allowed to use without a license.
Okay, we won't tell.
But like, and then I recorded the sound that it gave off with my phone, and then there's a website that does a basic version of this, and even that worked. Like, you need so fucking little to do this. That was so fucking surprising to me.
I know.
And like,
that's
amazing, such an awesome thing for proving the flat Earth.
It is so cool, isn't it? I love that.
And like there's websites that
it like you said, it doesn't take much.
Oh, hi.
But hey, Loki. But apparently, to flat earthers, you can't do any of that stuff because satellites don't exist.
Yeah, and then they say, "Oh yeah, that's weather balloons." Well, okay, try and get a weather balloon. I'm just gonna pull it up quickly again.
Did you just drop off some cookies?
Yes, did you?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Oh, nom 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 nom. Oh, they're
I found them. All right.
Yeah, aren't they good?
Thanks for the drinks as well. Thank you. That's lovely.
But
Loki,
try getting a weather balloon up as high that you can take
as high
a
as
photo
that.
of
Exactly.
Here, I can make try that. Try getting it high enough to get Paris, London, and Amsterdam. Like, I'm like, how stupid, and also the timing. Like, because I look online when that satellite is coming over, and like, depending on how high the satellite is, if there's something in the way, like there's maybe 1 or 2 minutes later that I can pick it up than that it says I would be able to. So, yeah. This is so.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so fucking simple to show a flat earther.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. B. Once again, sense of scale. They've got just no.
They don't know scale. Yeah, 3D and scale fails them every time.
Yeah, that fails them.
Oh, did you hear about the new upgrades that are going to be going on the ISS? 4K live stream cams.
Oh,
nice!
That's gonna be awesome.
Fucking almost sexy.
So for flat earthers, they could watch a live stream, and if they have, I think it's like the million candle power spotlights, they could point it at the ISS and Morse code the ISS and effectively see it in real
Really?
time.
That is fucking
My husband
awesome.
says hello, by the way.
Hello.
He's
Hello.
Glober Dad. He goes by Glober Dad. That is cool though to do Morse code to the ISS
and be able to watch it. So I
How
mean,
else? Yeah, yeah.
they can do it. Fucking, they
That's
can
an
do
easy
it.
test
Show
they
us.
can
We can
do.
do it on while you're online.
Yes.
Tell me that's not fucking proof.
The fact that
Evidence.
you can track the ISS, know it's going to be over you, and you can do send a Morse code to them, and watch it in real time. How easy
Yeah.
or how much easier can it be?
Please explain.
Well, they won't do it.
No, they
Of
won't do it.
course not.
It'll defeat
Just
the
like
purpose
they
for them.
haven't,
Yeah.
bothered to say, I'd really like your sextant to do your challenge with. Can't give it
I
away
would love
for
for
free.
them
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
on the
find a
ISS.
sextant.
Have they done a sextant experiment on the ISS yet?
They're doing training. They do various training exercises on the ISS with the sextant because they're looking at implementing it for the Mars missions and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Right.
they're trying to bring all that back.
Because that would be something for them to do and actually calculate. Then it'll show the flat earthers you don't need that horizon like they claim to make your calculations. There is no horizon in space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been in the trenches on Facebook. I'm actually adminning and moderating on a couple groups now. And
Okay.
yeah, I've posted a couple sextant challenges, which is really basic, like solar meridian sightings
Okay.
and crickets,
Yeah.
or just ranting about triangles.
Right. That's the whole thing. It's got to be a triangle. Like, no, it
Triangles,
doesn't.
Yeah, flat, like Oakley's flat leg of a
Flat
triangle.
leg of
Yeah,
triangle.
yes. And I love the fact that they're going to try that with 1,000,000 candles.
Oakley just will not let it go, will he?
No. And to
I wonder
piss them
how
off,
big a space that would take up.
I don't know. To piss them off, I'm still working on my project on the back end on how to actually get celestial navigation to work on flat Earth. So I know more about how it would work on flat Earth than the experts, the flat Earth experts do.
You're not going to give them anything to actually get away with it, right?
Oh no, I could give them the entire methodology. It just won't work in the real world.
Okay.
It'll work in their quote unquote world, but not in the real
Oh,
world.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, and that's sort of a part of Greater Sapiens vid that he did today. It's just they cannot see, they refuse to see evidence.
It's similar to those southern hemisphere flights where they can't comprehend that planes from Australia will go to Dubai and then to other parts of the world because that's where their like flight hub is or something where they're going to pick up people or drop people off. It has
that's the
nothing
other
to
thing.
do
And
with
also an airline is not allowed to fly between two airports if none of them are their main hub. If I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
they have to go or they have to be based there. They have to go through there.
Yeah, but they don't comprehend that they're not people that get on a plane, say in Perth, and fly to Santiago. Not all of them want to go straight to Santiago or whatever. There are those direct flights. But maybe there's some that are in Dubai that want to go to Santiago. So those flights are going to diverge,
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing I've been doing in the background is I've been going through FlightAware database. I actually have an account with them now, and I'm actually downloading the flight path logs and plotting them out on a Gleason's map. And it's like, dude, nothing works. Nothing works.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Mr.
And
B, totally correct. No scientific debate. It's a psychological mental health issue.
And the one thing that I love, my dad, my dad was an engineer growing up. He had the slide ruled. He had all the flexible, like triangles, things like that. And I used to go and just love to play with them and do stuff, right? And they're like, you can't make a triangle on a globe. I could take one of those flexible triangles and smack it onto a globe and make the straight lines from the triangle on a globe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would be circles, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do, because I've got a set just like that.
I found them fascinating growing up as a kid, And so I think of that every time I think about them not being, well, you can't make a triangle on a globe. I think of that flexible triangle.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff is just fucking interesting.
Yeah, it is.
They all say, we used to be I was like you, I was a glober until blah, blah. So what they have actually done is chosen to forget every single thing they learnt in school. Everything. So they can't remember that they actually did maths when they were at school.
Yep.
But they've decided, no, that's everything that I learnt before I became a flat earther is all wrong.
It's all wrong.
So the maths that they did learn, 2 + 2 = 4 and shit. No. Yep. And, a triangle, and then we have Euclidean geometry.
We've got
Euclidean
and non-Euclidean geometry.
Exactly, but we'll just forget all that, because that was back when I thought that, the Earth is flat now, so I don't have to remember everything that I learned before that.
Oh no,
idiots.
It's gotten better.
Stupidity, exactly. Commander.
The sun and the moon are in the clouds now.
I know.
Oh my god!
It's all an optical illusion.
Yeah. Oh no! On Facebook, that gets posted tons of times every day. Oh man! So I did a little graph. I did a little graph of, okay, so if the sun is in these clouds, let's take a look. So cumulonimbus clouds are around 3,000 feet to about 6,000 feet.
And those clouds somehow exist with all that heat.
Yeah. Now the Appalachians are pretty low level mountains, and those peak at about 6,000 feet. So how is the sun and moon not running into mountains every day?
No. That's because the sun is that height above the ground, and like if there's a mountain, the sun also goes up. I gotta think of something.
The sun is miles. It's supposedly like 30 miles or 3,000 miles above the Earth. So how does that work with the clouds?
Yeah.
Sorry, right.
Do you guys recall J.M. Truth when he analyzed Red's rhetoric?
Yes.
And the side booster came down, and the light from it obscured because it was so bright. It literally obscured the electrical line, and he claimed that it was in front of the electrical wire, which was more.
I've seen that thing. Yeah. Dumbass.
I love. Who was it that did the water tower taking off instead?
That was DK Custom.
Yeah,
DK Custom did that.
But fuck. Oh,
the water tower.
Just so stupid. But I do apologize, Rodent.
Hi, Rodent.
Yes. How dare they throw facts at us? I agree.
I know. I know. We can't help it.
We're stop just, throwing facts at people.
Facts are very much key.
Yeah, I've been kind of brutal lately on some of the Facebook posts and some of the groups. because they've also, what I've noticed over the past couple of years, I mean, I've been dealing with flat earthers, debunking them for like 6 years now, 6-7 years now. There's a massive uptick of God this, God that, Bible this, Bible that.
Right.
So little do you guys know, granted, I am an agnostic. When I was younger, I was looking at going to seminary school. So I did seminary studies.
Yeah.
Specifically theology.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been going through and just bashing all their claims. Going, you're actually denying the creation of God while assuming to know the mind of God. A couple hundred years ago, they would have burned you with a stake for that.
Yeah, it would have been heresy. You're right. That would have been heresy.
And then I'll go, well, God doesn't say that you exist in the Bible, so you don't exist.
Yep.
What about microwaves? There's no mention of microwaves in the Bible, so they can't be real either.
Well, and then they talk about the Big Bang. How do we know that "Let there be light" was not the Big Bang?
And
There
also,
was
the Big Bang.
I
was
mean,
not
if you
the
think about it
bang.
that way.
There was a really interesting association that tried to do some theologists tried to do with scientists a few years back, where they tried to map out the time scale of the universe for the 7 days of creation, and it works out to every day in God's creation is about 2 billion years.
Okay.
And when you map it out, it actually kind of works in a weird way.
Yeah. Yeah. But the light, let there be light. They had the light, and then the sun came after that. That's what I'm saying. If we really want to get down nitty gritty, the Big Bang, even evolution is in Genesis. Because where did Cain find his wife?
The source of our light. How dare you say that?
As Dearth will tell
God
us,
is our light.
daylight's not the same as sunlight.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead and make me
microwaves are
choke on my
evil.
coffee.
Evil demon boxes. Yes, rodent.
Well, anyway, to cats they are anyway.
Yes.
Oh, that's
my
funny. It's
gosh.
the
My
heat
husband
from
says they
hell
just
that
want to admit
warms
the
my
Big
darkest
Bangs in the
dream.
Bible. Oh, so good.
The government puts the lights up there so you'd think you had something to look at.
Yeah, that
Oh, God, goodness.
that's one of the things said in
The one that
the
Slim,
intro that
yeah, one of
Slim
the clips
used.
Slim has. Don't forget the cold light from the moon. Exactly. Everything putrefies and decays under moonlight. Yeah.
Oh, does it? Oh, I haven't heard that one.
So if you I guess you put a piece of meat out at night, it's going to be maggoty in the morning. Is that what I'm understanding?
Actually, what that means is that all astronomers that don't do solar observations, all astronomers are actually zombies.
There you go.
Oh, zombies or vampires?
I don't know. Could be vampires.
Could be zombie vampires.
We drink enough coffee. I'm quite sure we occasionally flavor our coffee with blood. Oh, did I say that out loud? Shit.
Oh, shh. Loki,
I
you're
didn't
doing
hear anything.
secrets. Just like in Chili's trial, be careful what you say. It could be used against you. Shh. I'm never going to get
in a
over
way,
that.
like, in a way, it's slightly sad because, like,
yeah,
no, he ain't putting out content for you to fuck with. But on the other hand, that cunt is off the streets for a bit.
He put out one last video that you scheduled right before he was convicted, which I did cover today. God, was he a class A jerk in that? Oh my God.
But isn't he always a class A jerk?
I'm willing to bet his channel may not be there when he gets out.
That would be so fucking sexy.
But him getting convicted, guess what? All of his civil lawsuits now, or the ones he has out, or appeals and stuff, are going to be quashed.
Yeah, it's just
He has no basis for anything now with them. Zompires. Vampires.
Vambies when they're young, Zompires when they get older.
Yes, exactly. Yes, there you go.
That's a good one.
Does actually make sense too.
Yeah.
Zompires. I think of the Star Wars with the Empire.
Oh, and
Zompire.
Vambies is like babies. So Vambies
Yep.
while they're young, and Zompires.
Zompires. Yep.
You know, yeah.
I can kind of accept that, I think.
Zombies? Question mark.
And the graves were
That's it.
opened, and
Matt
many bodies of the
2752.
saints still which slept arose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God. Chili's so short he can walk into a public bathroom store and not have to open the door.
He has to get on a stool to pee, basically, when he gets into a public
but then
bathroom.
doesn't he then need a to go to a shower to pee, because like how is he gonna get on the toilet? Never mind.
That's true. He was who the Oompa Loompas were based on. In Willy Wonka.
Hey! Don't insult the Oompa Loompa.
He could have played Hugh Grant's part in Wonka, quite without having to do any digital enhancing or for it. Yes, I watched Wonka the other day. It's not that bad of a movie if you can get past all this singing. Other than that, yes, rodent. Yes. All those truck stop bathrooms he works in.
Yeah, and he's taking away money from security monitor lizard.
That's right. The T Corona Borealis is expected to nova this year.
Yes.
Oh, in September. Wow.
So is that the Aurora Borealis or the Australis one?
No, I believe it's a white dwarf star that draws in matter from its partner star, and about every, I think it's 70 years, I think.
Oh wow.
It goes nova. It goes from being almost impossible to see with the naked eye to being obvious.
Oh wow.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
You will be
Slightly
recording
brighter
all
than
that and
Polaris.
stuff, won't you,
Okay.
Loki?
Okay.
Cool.
That's neat. I love how the universe works. You know.
It's
I love
mind-blowing.
It is.
I love the fact that we don't even know how much we don't know yet.
Yeah. Right.
Imagine how much fucking knowledge is out there.
And since we put the James Webb up, we've seen a lot more than we thought we would have. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
And people deny it. It's like you're denying the universe around you and the beauty you're seeing because of you know, it's like you're just I always say they live in land. You know. How they always say we live in Narnia. Oh, they live in land.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like they can't enjoy the beauty because they're too busy denying everything. You know, it's just awful for somebody to willingly live like that.
Yeah.
Oh, someone stated an airwaves blackout and electricity during the solar eclipse. What?
What?
Oh, I gotta love it.
So a conspiracy. I don't think it didn't happen last year. It's not going to happen this year.
No.
I lived where I live. I saw 85% of last year's eclipse, and all my electricity still worked fine. So
That's what you think.
wow, yeah. That's what I think, right? I was all programmed. I'm an NPC.
No. They knocked you out temporarily, replaced all your electrics. Oh, sorry.
What the heck? Are
What?
people really believing there's going to be like almost like Putin's going to do something during the eclipse or something? That kind of hysteria? That is so stupid.
Oh, they just want to show their power, and then they're probably gonna blame it on gay people or on trans people.
Isn't this eclipse supposed to last like 45 minutes or the totality part? It's supposed to last longer than.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why they're freaked out. People are going to commit crime because it's going to be dark enough. At the totality, so they're freaking out over nothing.
But can you imagine like the stories in like from the time when the Bible was written, you know?
Yeah.
Like what they would think of an eclipse. Like what?
Well, they did have them back then.
Yeah.
So
no shit, Sherlock.
No, I'm just saying is they put their own superstitions on them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, see, now that makes sense, Jinx. That some of the towns in the South that's going to go over are so small that they don't have enough law enforcement with all the people that are going to be there. That makes sense to bring out the National Guard and that kind of thing to help with security.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
To do it like it's going to be some sort of,
but like
something's going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
No, but if you want to watch that, like,
yeah, there's going to be a terrorist something.
Yeah,
you're not going to go to a town, right? You're going to find like a field out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
To look at it.
I think it's Kerrville or Caryville, Texas. They were in the totality zone last year's eclipse, and they're going to be in it as well again for this year's eclipse. So it's like they showed a graphic of the path of last year's and what's the path of this year's. They're like right on the X, where the X goes for both paths.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty damn
looks
cool.
like he's going to see it this year.
MC Toon's going to go watch it too, so hopefully he gets some video of it.
Sounds like ridiculous prices, but hey.
Yeah, people, like with anything, people are going to like panic buy and like Rodent's saying, they're gonna take too much money at ATMs because they're going to be panicking.
There are a couple of dumb cunts that are going to be saying stupid shit, and people are going to be believing that. And like,
oh my God, there could be a toilet paper shortage again. Oh.
Well, we had like a storm where I live. We had like a storm that was going to come in and hit us. And I remember my daughter and I going to the store, and people were like panic buying everything. It's like, why are you doing this? It's not. And that storm was not even bad, but people were out there panic buying stuff. The store was packed. You know, people will just panic for no reason these days. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
It's utterly crazy.
Oh no, a rabbit is going to run across my yard. I better go buy 10 gallons of milk and a case of bread.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you buy a gross of toilet paper too, just to be on the safe side. Don't want to run out of that.
5,000 carrots because the rabbit might come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it, Mr. B. There's gonna be things like that, but we humans are so stupid.
Mr. B, yep.
Accidents,
I can see
medical
that.
Emergencies. The infrastructure just can't handle all those people. I do
Dunnies
get that.
will get clogged.
What?
Okay, tourists. No, I do get the tourist thing, but yeah, it's.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of towns that aren't going to get a high influx of tourists. They're just going to use that as an excuse. You know? I don't. You know what's funny is during the pandemic, and they said, "Oh, there's a shortage on toilet. There's going to be a shortage on toilet paper." We were never able to not find toilet paper. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, everyone was like, "Oh, it's like, you know, everyone's going to get diarrhea because of this thing." Did anyone get diarrhea because of COVID?
I don't know.
It
But places
didn't
were
seem to
limiting
be
on
one
what
of the
certain
symptoms
things you
that
could buy. They were limiting how much you could get. But there was never ever a shortage on toilet paper. We're always able to get it no matter what.
There was a slight shortage, but you know why there was a slight shortage? Because people was buying it in bulk.
They did find people that were buying it to sell it to people, and then like at inflated prices.
Yep.
And they got found out, and
Yeah, and
arrested.
they got bitten in the ass big time.
Yep. And you're right, Rodent. Panic buying does lead to more panic buying. But yeah, it's just, God, we humans are dumb. Oh no, Michael. Really? Oh God. God, they raise them dumb in the South. Sorry to say that, but they do. It's that Bible Belt. That's the problem. They did, Rodent? Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. All right. Then I guess some places they did, but where I live, we never did. But then I tend to buy toilet paper in bulk anyway, so we'd have to buy it like once a month or something like that.
Yeah, when you do get smart people out of the South, they're amazing, and they generally leave.
Yes. Yes. Oh, Mr. B, no. I got diarrhea watching the SSUM debate on FTFE. Also broke my TV when I threw a stone shoe at it. I could see that. I could really see that. SSUM is dumber than a rock. Hey, Titan. He's a special.
I'm waiting for the mass exodus from the US, guys. I know that you're all bursting to get the fuck out of there. I mean, shit.
It depends on where you live. I live in California, so we're not. We may have a nanny state, but there's certain things we're not barred from doing like other states. So.
Oh yeah, but I'm just. Yeah. Don't you have like elections and shit coming up?
We have elections every 2 years, but yeah. We have a general election for president coming up, and it doesn't matter who runs. We the people always lose. So.
Well, exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Yep.
They've fucked up your country enough, so no matter who goes in, it's going to just fuck it up even worse.
Yeah,
I'd just be like, yeah, fuck this, let's get out of here. There's way better fucking places to live than the US.
Well, that's why I tell people, because we do have elections every 2 years, that when we have the midterm elections, it always tends to flip to the other side, and so things kind of even out for a bit. It's like goes back and forth. So it's never going to be like one way or the highway with one particular.
Yeah, Commander's coming to visit me this year.
Yay!
Yeah, so he ain't going to want to go home once he's been here. He's going to say, fucking hell, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I take so long to come out here? And now he'll go home and go, fuck, I'm going to work.
You know what?
I've got to get a visa.
I'm moving down there. Exactly.
It's the best place.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Michael. Perth is quite awesome, but don't really consider that part of Australia because it's way fucking over there.
Yeah,
but,
the rest, yeah.
You know, it's
but
it's quite a nice place, yes.
Rodent, you might be able to.
Yes, you can. Yes, Rodent, I'll sponsor you, no problems. I'll sponsor anybody that wants to get the fuck out of America.
You can have a house full of it.
You can all come and live at my place, although you wouldn't want to because my fucking street's pretty bad. But we do have some lovely parks, and we can all pitch a tent.
Okay, rephrase that. You could live in a tent.
Well, I could pitch a tent. Never mind.
I was going to say, that's where my mind went.
You can pitch a tent wherever you like, brainless.
That reminds me of one of Pip's videos. Peter pitches his tent.
Yeah.
and my real name's Peter, so
so it worked. It
yeah,
fits.
that worked quite well.
Rose.
Yeah.
I live in a pretty bad area now, but yeah, myself.
Yeah, the area got really bad, right?
Worse than where we
Just
used to
when you
live.
moved there.
Oh goodness. Oh.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you could,
we've actually considered expating, my wife and I.
Have you?
If it wasn't for the little one.
Mm-hmm.
What age is the little one?
She's 10.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's quite a invasive thing.
Michael.
At that age. Getting torn away from your friends and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think if you want to do that and you've got kids like that, they got to do it like really early.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I hear people.
I think people that do that with kids, I think it's quite selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know what's funny is I hear
Commander
people
seems to
put
be
down
people.
America that live in America so bad that it's such a fascist terrorist state. I'm like, go somewhere else, go to Russia, go to North Korea, go, places like that, and then come back and tell me how you feel about it.
Oh yeah,
If you come back.
There's places.
If you
there's
come back.
a lot of places much worse than America.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a lot of places a lot better.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is people that really talk smack about it, like
Oh yeah.
Chile. We're the only one that has
Chile
issues with
sauce.
police.
Chili sauce.
We're like, in what reality, dude? Because that's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
liked
know?
your vid this morning.
But you,
Yeah, but that video that you were covering today, like, oh my
Mhm.
god, what a fucking cunt!
do you know what I find amazing is Chile went to Colombia about a year and a half ago. He never once covered the Colombian police doing traffic stop or anything like that. Never once.
So he ain't completely stupid. No, but like,
But boy, did he bitch about American police as they're the worst in the world. We're like, go do a Colombian audit, you dummy. Go, come on, go for it. Go. See how far you get.
If he did that, what he does to if he goes up to an Aussie police,
Mm-hmm.
couple of Aussie cops like that,
Right?
and he starts doing what they would just punch him in the face. Seriously, to just be like, who the fuck do you think you are? And they punch him in the face and arrest him. It just.
I think in America needs to adopt some Dutch laws where, like, insulting an officer on duty, that's illegal. You can get arrested for that.
You were there for the video today. He went there. What he did by berating them like he did was beyond the freedom of speech. He was literally harassing. He was bullying them.
Both of them.
He was
calling her
verbally
also.
abusing them. Yeah, him and the two of them. He was verbally. It was not free speech. Not one bit.
And
Calling
like the dude, he was kind of a dick. But what a misogynistic fucking cunt was he to that woman?
Yeah.
Oh. Like, for fuck's sake. She couldn't and he said, "Oh, you couldn't take control over man." Well, looking at her, oh hell yeah, she could take control over. Never mind.
She would kick his ass. She would literally kick his ass.
I know, God, you just didn't you want to see it though? I was just, I wish
she
she
was like, walk away. You can see her just walk
yeah, exactly.
away.
And she did the right thing. They both did. But wouldn't it have been just bloody awesome to see her just like, okay, well, you're under arrest, and just grabbed him and just laid him out and bloody shoved.
And then the other officer just looked at him like, what the fuck is your problem? That was the look the guy had on his face the whole time.
And you know what's also a fun thing? Like that officer, she doesn't need to be able to physically overpower him.
God. Oh gosh, no. Nope.
She's got Sparky.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
She got Sparky, and Sparky will bring Toledo down to the. Oh fuck! Oh, when are we gonna get a video like that? Oh,
What I noticed in his videos.
I think if I see a video of Chili getting tased, that might even get me horny.
I think
Like,
when he
that's
gets
gonna
out of
be so
jail,
fucking amazing.
he's going to be worse than he was in that video, because he's going to use that as the excuse to, well, they threw me in jail, blah 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 blah. No holds barred now. You know what I mean? He's going to see jail more and more and more now, and I really hope old Sparky comes out to play.
Yeah, well,
just saying.
Sparky, not old Sparky.
Well, old Sparky. Yeah.
In the videos I've watched by him, one thing I've noticed
who
is
that
he's never pulled this crap in a good old boy town.
No, never. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, the woman you just insulted will drag your ass out. Will drag your ass out of the place.
The only thing if he does it there, there's only one way that video is coming out, and that's if he's streaming it live. Because him and his phone will be fucking destroyed.
The other thing, though, is he claims he's transparent. He never once showed a video of his ticket from November he got around, on Thanksgiving. He did not put out a video of that at all. We got that through body cam through somebody else.
Yeah.
He would not put that out.
Yeah, and I just
And you
love
would think
the fact
for
that
somebody
body
that's gonna,
cam's
using
there.
the police harassing him, I mean, he blatantly made an illegal U-turn when they told him not to, and it's on body cam video.
And no, but also he's in court he was so stupid.
He was
nodding his head when she was accusing him of something. Yes,
he like for all of his bravado, all of his with his people. Hey, do not talk to the cops. Shut your mouth. Blah blah blah. He doesn't once follow what he preaches.
Yeah. And
I mean,
I think with
court
him,
he had on
it's-
Monday,
it's-
he was saying, "I'm going to sue these people for malicious prosecution." He was already
I
saying
think
he's going to sue them for malicious prosecution in court where it can be used.
Yeah. No, but I really, actually, it's surprising that he's not been arrested sooner.
Yeah, me too. Well, he's been arrested before.
Yeah, no, but like,
he's not been in
shit
jail
like
for
this,
more
like-
than a couple of hours, you know?
Yeah.
hmm Even when he got arrested, not raided in 2002, I think it's for selling and manufacturing GHB. I don't think he was in jail
Yeah.
for the full week that he claims he was. I think it was maybe a day at the most before he was out.
That could be.
We're talking about somebody named Delete Laws. He is a in it for himself 20-year constitutional law scholar. He thinks he's going to be governor one day of a state and totally change things from the top down, repeal all these laws he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like he.
But he uses it for grifting purposes to get money. That's pretty much all it's for. He can't live
Yeah.
anywhere long enough to be a governor. I'm just saying, legally.
No, but also. No, but didn't he now just fuck that up? Or can you still be governor if you've been?
You
to
can
jail?
still be governor because he was put in jail on misdemeanors, not felonies.
Okay.
So, but he's running out of states where he hasn't had issues with police in one form or another.
Mm.
And if he tried to, if finally found a state, he'd have to like live in whatever the qualifications are for that state to be governor. Like some places you have to live there for 5 years before you can qualify to be governor, that kind of thing. He's never going to be there that long because he's going to do something and screw that up, you know? And even if he manages to be there for 5 years and run for governor, there's so much crap on him from his own mouth that the opposition can use he won't even get elected.
Mm.
You know, it'd be an uphill climb. Yo, they can't repeal his law. He thinks he can write executive orders and just repeal a law. That's not how that works. That's for the state legislature to do. So, yes, 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 that's right.
Oh God.
That's right.
Yes.
Most of the auditors that he's been buddy with for a bit have totally pulled away from him too. They realize
I wonder
they see that he's, yeah.
What about Riley?
Oh, he's all buddy with Flatzoid now.
Well, I'm just thinking Riley with his bloody law degree and Nathan and Chili with his fucking thingy. Wouldn't they make a pair?
Oh yeah.
They could make
Does Riley
really
have
good.
a law degree, or did he just go to law school?
Well, apparently he did a degree in some shit and lied about it and all that. Was that law?
Well, I remember his master's thesis that he did.
Yeah, that one.
that never panned out. It was ridiculous.
But he just put his YouTube fucking videos as his bibliography.
Yes, all of his
something.
citations were his own YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Who was it that took a red pen to it and was going through all of the mistakes, like proofreading it?
I think that was Writing with Dinosaurs.
Oh, Ryder would yes. And he sat there and was pointing out all the mistakes.
Oh God!
Like he had on the same page the same word misspelled. One word was spelled fine, and then it was misspelled the next time, or something like that.
See you, Mr. B. Thank you.
Bye, Mr. B.
Bye, Mr. B.
Yeah, we're just talking.
BB, bye.
Well,
okay, yeah, let's get Chili and JM Truth together. JM is an expert lawyer. I'm sure he is on top of
he's expert at
else.
everything, right? He's a modified sniper.
Yeah, right. As
I haven't heard Chili pull that one out of his ass yet, but there's a matter of time.
I'm sure he'd go to, night court or something like that, and he'd be instantly a very learned lawyer. I mean,
one of my favorite parts about today's video when he was talking to the two cops, because the one officer said he'd been in the military. Yeah. And then Chili later on was like, "You never once asked if I was in the service." He sounded like he was so hurt that nobody asked, "Well, did you serve for our country?" He sounded so hurt.
Has he though?
No, he never did.
So then, what is
pretty
his
much straight out of high
problem?
school? He went into college and then went into acting for the little acting he did.
He was an actor.
He was an actor he was only in a couple of things.
What, when he was a child or a baby?
No, he was in his 20s. He was on like one episode of Crossing Jordan, and he did remember the show 1,000 Ways to Die?
The dude with the paper bag on his head, or I don't know.
I forget. He played a boxer in there, but I don't think he had a very big part. And then he did one 1,000 Ways to Die, where he was a guy that was bodybuilding and was killed that way or something like that.
Oh, so he died. Yeah, okay, that
yeah, and then
makes
he was
sense.
supposed to be one of the Black Power Rangers, but he did stupid stuff and got fired.
He was a Black Power Ranger.
He was supposed to be a Black Power Ranger.
Oh, let's be proud of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I could only imagine him as the pink one, really.
Oh, I'm sure he's the pink one now in jail.
Yeah.
He's probably the belle of the ball in jail.
Giggity.
Yeah, well, he's got no
As short
bleach
as
there
he
to bleach
is?
his arsehole, has he?
Ooh.
So
Yeah, 1 or 2 days. And he was fired within a day or two. of being fired. He allegedly got a hold of the director's phone and put out some texts. There's actually texts out there, and the about a woman and some sort of sexual assault or whatever, and the woman's like, that never happened. So he like lied and stuff. So they were like, "You're gone."
wow.
Oh yeah.
He's just a
He's
real
a good guy and he doesn't break the law. No,
piece
he
of
wouldn't
fucking
lie.
shit, isn't he?
He is.
I mean,
Oh, as soon as he got on the stand and said he would tell the truth, I'm like, well, there starts the lion right there.
you open your mouth. Oopsies.
Oh,
Maybe you
God.
should have let the lawyer
Oopsie.
do that for you. And
Yeah,
maybe you
should
shouldn't
not
have taken
testified
the
against
stand.
yourself. Even the judge was like, you do have the right to remain silent. Do you still want to testify? Well, yeah. It's like, dumbass. Dumb ass. Stupid.
Come on, we all know that truthers have a problem with truth.
Yes. It's see, the truth is subjective. They don't get that. So it's the truth they think is,
it's their
only what
truth.
It's their truth. Exactly. It's not the truth.
Oh dear.
Anyway. Oh gosh, I so love it.
And the truth that they pull out of their asses.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
We all know how to spot when Chili is lying,
Hey,
right?
baby. He opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Just like Trump.
I find that a lot with, conspiracy nuts.
Mm-hmm.
All they have to do is open their mouth and
Yeah.
that shit's going to dribble out.
Well, Chili once put on his community post that he thought the moon landing was a hoax. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was. I mean, he actually has been talking to Paul Unslaved a few times.
Okay.
So I mean, he's pushing a lot of the conspiracies because that's what he's comfortable with.
I
He
think if
seems
he's
to
not,
be trying really hard to become a sort of a cult leader.
I think he's trying to
mate.
find a place on the YouTube. So he's
I
going to
think if
anybody
he's
that
not
has the
going to get
same
away
mentality.
with, if he's not going to be able to get away with what he's doing now,
Yeah.
he might switch to flat Earth.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That would be funny.
Yeah. They all follow the grift.
Go to Arkham. Yeah, go to Arkham.
Yeah.
I was saying go to Arkham Asylum and see the Joker. You'd probably have a lot in common with him.
No, because the Joker is actually smart.
Yeah.
Chili
He's
be
got
more
a
like, I
brain.
think, more have maybe the Riddler, because Chili loves to, act all weird.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you just gave me a picture of him in a bloody green jumpsuit with fucking question marks all over it.
Sorry, Mister.
Okay. Wait.
Thanks, Mum.
You're welcome.
I'm glad I've given you that image now.
I just have Jim Carrey in the brain when he was the Riddler. Yeah, Frank Gorshin was the best, though. I liked him better. I'm like original Batman person. That's what I
same.
grew up with. Adam West will there'll be nothing.
Oh, yeah.
The only good Batman, Adam West.
When we're talking about Chili, shouldn't we be referencing him by number?
Oh yeah. Should be calling him Hollywood. That's what he called himself in his his one jail story. Oh, what is his number? I have it.
Let's see if there's
Here, I have it in a. I'll get my script up 'cause I do
How
have
long
it.
before
Mhm.
Chili has to team up with Ken Owen?
Will this work?
I referenced it in my movie
these
about him going to
all
jail.
these people that
My
have gone
video.
to jail for various horrible things. Would they all just line up in their separate cells with their asses hanging out the door, and then just all the bubbers just come along and just fuck
Yeah,
them all?
I wonder if he's wearing his pants down his thighs.
Yeah, well, would they bother
Letting him
just
know
to
he's-
even get dressed?
There we
They
go.
just-
His inmate number's in the side chat. That's his inmate number right there.
0166956. Yeah,
I know.
exactly
You
right.
got the same.
Exactly.
Maybe now he can't.
Sorry,
can become,
Rodent.
you can become friends with MAP 0113589, aka Citizen Trump.
Oh yeah. What was Kent Hovind's? I forget what his inmate number was.
Let me look that one up. That is that one.
There you go. There you go. There he is. Tax evader. He's a tax. He went in prison for tax evasion. Surprise?
Just a fucking generally, and in general, just a fucking cunt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cunt Hovind, his nickname in jail. Mm-hmm.
What?
Cunt Hovind, his nickname in jail. Cunt Hovind.
Cunt Hovind. Yeah. Let's see if this AI art generator knows who Chili is. If it can. Nah.
Oh, who was it? I was watching Team the other night, or a replay of his stream, because I missed it when he was live. And he had Brainy Beaver on for a bit until his audio went bluey because of Team Side. But he was actually showing AI of like Chili in the courtroom. Pretty good AI, actually. And it was like, yeah, like the spiked hair with those transparency glasses and stuff. Hang on.
Of course I can use.
And it was just him in the courtroom, different versions of him. It was actually pretty good.
And like, if he wasn't such a stupid cunt, he'd be quite a good dude. Like, because like he does work out. He's not a bad looking dude. Like, if he just have had some pussy when he was growing up, might have been a bit better.
Well, one good thing about Chili being in jail, he has a toilet to shit in now. Because the skinny was,
now he doesn't have
was
to shit on the cops.
Well, the skinny was, he was actually using a bucket because where he was staying had no bathrooms.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He was like renting out offices and things.
Well, don't office buildings have toilets?
Well, I don't know what was going on, but apparently he talked about having to go into a bucket at one point. We got a lot of dirt on him from his old assistant that he fired last summer. That's been his person that, and because they actually talked afterwards via Zoom, and the guy put out the conversations they had on his channel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Chili talked about a whole bunch of stuff you never wanted to know about him.
Ooh.
It kind of makes me feel glad that I'm 12 hours ahead of you and I missed it.
Yeah.
What?
I'm in the same time zone as Chili. So
I was asleep. So yay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it could be worse.
I feel so upset that I missed it.
You could also be pretty close to CC, you know?
Oh God. You gotta admit, CC at least, he says pulls a lot of crap out of his ass, but he's entertaining to watch.
I
mean,
yes,
so is Chili,
yes.
but but CC at least it's like, dude, seriously.
Yeah, but I'd rather hang around CC than Chili.
Yes, rodent. Chili's spiked hair always reminds me of Roz in Monsters Inc. I'm always watching. No, he spikes his hair because he has a bald spot on top of his head. I said that's why he spikes his hair like that.
That's why he doesn't like helicopters hovering. They'll see his bald spot. The searchlights bounce off it.
Him and his yes. He's like, darn you, I'll get you. Get the light off my head. But him in his court suit, and he had like rolls on his neck, like rolls, because he kind of shaved the side of his head around so his hair is just on the top part. Just
Mhm.
the rolls of skin. He looked like almost like Glenn Serio from the back at a few times. It was quite disturbing. In fact, the comparisons were Fast and Furious. We're watching it.
Yeah.
Drone cameras, yes.
Yeah. I'm wondering why, he's this big, fantastic YouTube doodah. Why hasn't he got his own drone so that he can just be in his car and droning shit in and then, oh, well, this is interesting. I'll go over and abuse some people. Or have a microphone thingy and a speaker thingy and just say, buzz down with his drone and go, you're a fuckhead, Mr. Police Officer, and you can't catch me.
Yeah.
Be a fucking idiot like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, yeah, he has never once thought about a drone or getting better equipment, like where you can get like a mic where he could stand back and have the mic, like a parabolic mic, where he could actually hear better. So he's not in the faces of the cops during a traffic stop and doing the audit like he should be doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
Doing it properly. He hasn't once thought about that.
He doesn't do anything properly. I mean,
No.
He doesn't know how to drive. He doesn't know how to speak to people. He doesn't know sort of anything. I'm surprised he can bloody breathe, although he might have a little, a
people
thing
were
in his
saying those
ear that's
headphones he
saying
used to
him,
wear,
breathe in,
they were telling
breathe
him
out,
to
breathe
inhale.
in.
Yeah, breathe in, breathe out. That's why they're thinking that's why he had them on his ears.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know when to breathe. But one thing, no one's noticed this, but when he was sitting on the stand and he was giving his testimony, he was like doing labored breathing.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it was because obviously he was lying or he was just trying to look like he was under stress or something. Like trying to have some sympathy kind of deal,
But he didn't seem to be having too many breathing problems while she was reading out, his.
He didn't try and cry like Amber Heard, at least. Thank God.
Well, he wasn't
You're
snorting shit up
mispronouncing that.
on the stand either, was he?
You're mispronouncing that, Mom. You mean Amber
What?
Turd. Amber Turd.
Amber Turd, gotcha. But no, it was just kind of weird how he would just like, you could just see him breathing really like deeper than normal. Like he was, I don't know. It was really weird because he didn't seem stressed.
Yeah.
It was more like, it was like a ploy of some sort. Or he was trying to be stressed. Who knows?
I really think Chili's headphones are a form of weight jacket used for severely autistic people.
He was claiming that at one point that he had the ears had them on because of background noise or something, that he couldn't focus or something with background noise or something.
I'm pretty sure it's an emotional support thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could tell he definitely has some sort of ADHD as well. It's one thing I picked up on when I first started covering him. Because my son has ADHD. And he was diagnosed at the age of 7 and he still has ADHD. And I can kind of see similarities between the two of them with that. But I think they're right. They're emotional. It's like the background noise to kind of mute the background noise for him to be able to focus better, But he doesn't wear them that much anymore.
So but he's also seems to be, in my opinion, getting a bit worse. When he was wearing his headphones all the time or had them around his neck and things,
right,
he seemed not to be as bad. Since he hasn't been wearing them, he's being more and more and more confrontational.
I also noticed too, since he's been a lot of his lawsuits have been like the one in Ironton that he had with the police department there was dismissed because of his own idiocy and missing deadlines. Now he's appealing it. His civil lawsuit in Las Vegas, all but maybe one or two things have been dismissed on it.
Yeah.
Now the rest is going to probably be dismissed as well. he knows he's losing these lawsuits, and he realizes that he's done screwed up somewhere, but he won't admit to himself that he's the one that screwed up.
Yeah.
And I think that weighs on he's aged a lot in 2 years. Oh my gosh.
I think his family
it's
needs
mentally got to him,
perhaps
and
do
it's
an intervention and just sort of say, come on, you know.
His sister won't even talk to him anymore.
Yeah.
She did.
Well,
she
that
did something.
says a lot, doesn't it?
The kids. I think it's somebody told me something with his nephew. He was influencing his nephew. His nephew's starting to believe his crap and doing stuff. And he was supposed to go out of town to Colombia. I'm thinking Colombia last fall, 2 different times, and he didn't go because his sister wouldn't pay for it. That's the only way he could have gone if his sister paid for it.
Well, if he's such a superstar, you know, on YouTube, both in America and around the world,
Oh,
he's so
beloved
well
around
known.
the world. Exactly.
That
He's a national
why
treasure.
is he getting his sister to pay for stuff?
Because he doesn't have the money to pay for it.
But he's such a star and a YouTube.
I know.
Why
I
is
know.
he making money?
From what I understand is he wastes his money on a lot of stuff he shouldn't be using it on.
Well,
when he
it's going to
gets
be
every month.
lawsuits from now on, isn't it?
It flitters it away. Oh, he's obligated through contracts to pay lawyers for other auditors now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think one of them is like $60K for the lawyer.
God.
And he's got to pay so much a month. And he signed a contract for it.
Those
He
fuckers
went
are
full bore, like
fucking
nothing was going to happen to him. Like he was going to get
Yeah.
through this trial, and he was going to be found not guilty, and life's just going to go on.
And I love
Nope.
it when they asked her, oh, is that suspended? And she went, nope, you're getting taken right now.
That's the thing is he heard the prosecutor say 90 days suspended, and it's like then his hearing shut down. It's like he heard nothing
Yep.
else after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
It's like,
agree,
oh, no,
Rody.
starting it
His
now.
narcissism is going to come crashing down soon. Total collapse.
I can't
And I
wait for
think
him
that- yeah.
when he's in jail and he goes to the other
Chili of-
inmates and he
a
tries to
chili
help
of
them with
problems.
their
I love
legal
it.
woes. He's going to screw that up, and it's going to be hard on him. It's going to be bad for him in jail doing that.
Yeah.
Because he won't.
Breaking
he'll
news.
want to
Breaking
help
news.
people.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, Loki.
So, what has recently started flooding my stream is a flat earther claiming to see Mount Everest from Santiago, Chile.
Really? Are you sure it's not a cloud? Are we sure it's not a cloud?
So my reply was, Mount Everest is high, but not as high as the Flurf making this claim.
Nice response.
It was like that Alps one, and then that one, that other one in Greece, where it was like what they saw were clouds. It was not actually what they thought they were seeing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
But
the Earth
how
really
do
is
you
flat
verify
then.
it?
Huh? Confirmed.
I was going to say, no, they weren't high, Loki. I mean, shit, they were fucking out of this world somewhere. They certainly weren't high. I mean, I get high, but fucking hell.
They were like
Even I-
Voyager.
I can't even see
They were
Ayers
like
Rock from
Voyager
where I am, and
2
that's the same
high.
fucking state. You know?
I know how I know how they did it. They went to sleep and they went to dream about Mount Everest.
There you go. That sounds more plausible, bro.
That's a new one. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Have you had a
Amazing.
response yet, Loki?
No.
Was it infrared, by the way?
No, it was standard color photography.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Those infrared ones always floor me too. We could see so much better with infrared. Well, yeah, doesn't mean you can see as further though. Just means you can see more detail. That's pretty much about it.
Well, the
Oh, my
atmosphere interferes less, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the atmosphere interferes
That's what I'm
less,
saying, you
and
see
you
more
can
detail.
actually
Yeah.
Yeah, and due to the way refraction occurs in the atmosphere, you can actually see a little bit further in infrared.
Okay.
Not much, but
not
just a
much.
little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you guys heard about the Sovereign Soul uses it, and it's I swear he channels Gary Banga. The field of view. They don't realize what field of view means. That it's what you see. You know, there's certain side to side, up and down. That's your field of view.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you get higher, your field of view increases. That's not how field of view works.
It's not.
Field of view is an angle.
It's about angles, right? It's not about what you see, or it's not about your field of view increases. It's what you see. You just see more, further away, but your field of view is still the same. That never changes.
Yeah.
They're trying to use that for like angles and this and that. It's like that's the new tactics. It seems like.
They
boggles the brain.
just kind of just randomly make up excuses.
And then the other one, Roden just reminded me, the P1000 being discontinued at the same time that NASA signed a contract with Artemis for them to develop a new camera to be used, handheld camera to be used for the missions. Even though Nikon and NASA have been partners for quite a long time.
Yeah, Nikon was actually...
There's a conspiracy about that.
Yeah, except for Kodak, a couple of tests with Kodak and stuff, Nikon was the first partner with NASA.
Okay, yeah. But they're trying to make it a conspiracy now that it was discontinued at the same time and the contract was signed with Artemis to make new handheld cameras. It's like, no.
Oh, there was a guy going on about world's most powerful zoom. Yeah, along that lines, the whole conspiracy thing and stuff like that. And what's funny,
because it's a mega zoom camera, right?
Is I posted a screenshot of Astronomy Tools magnification calculator, the P1000 at max optical zoom versus a telescope that I made that's the size of a large coffee mug.
Oh wow!
And it was made from like a little one of the like 500 millimeter mirror lenses from like the 80s.
Right.
That tiny little telescope's more powerful than a P1000.
Jeez.
Yeah, but the
that's the thing is,
like the P1000, like especially for a compact camera, it has a really good zoom. That is a fact. But still, it's not a really good camera.
That's the thing though,
a
is
big zoom.
The motion, isn't it the chip? The sensor chip is not very good in the cameras or something.
Yeah, and also like a lens with a lot of zoom is not necessarily a good lens. You know what the best lenses are? Fixed focal point lenses.
Yep.
Well, what amazes me is to listen to these people that it's a conspiracy because their excuse is, well, it's because the P1000 showed the truth. Never mind the other cameras out there that are better, that have zoom capabilities, that take the exact same pictures. It's like the P1000 is the only one out there for flat earthers or something.
Yeah. And like if they didn't want flat Earth to have a good camera, then they would just would not have the P1000 wouldn't have existed.
Yeah. But Reds, see you later, Mippet. But like that's why I love Red Rhetorics. He uses the P1900, the flat earthers camera of choice. But apparently he has a better camera now, so he's going to give the P900 to I forget who his name is in Florida. So, and some of his equipment, he's going to learn it so he can go with Astronomy Live and do the tracking of the rocket launches when Red's can't. Red's got himself a Celestron telescope. So, yeah. So he's going to still be doing the tracking and stuff when he can, but he's not even anywhere near Florida anymore. But yeah. Anyway, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
So think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah. Any of you got anything to shill?
No, just my flat sub video on Tuesday. It's already out. It's not on the Discord yet, but it's on some Discords automatically. So look for that. I'll shill it out on Tuesday morning though on all the Discords. All right, Mippet,
Okay,
love
cool.
ya.
Yeah.
Red's is
Have
like
a nice day, Mippet.
1,000. I think I forget where he's at, but he says he's like 1,000 miles away from Florida. He didn't specify where. So.
And of course,
But
like
yeah,
I've seen people asking who Chili is in the side chat. But just go look at the videos. Like if you just watch the last 2 or 3 videos that Mom posted,
Yeah,
you'll
I'll
be
put his
quite up
name
to
up.
date, and you'll know what kind of horrible cunt he is.
There's his channel name. Just type that in. You should be you'll see videos by me and other people about him.
Yeah. Yeah, but preferably watch Mom's stuff so
Or
she
you can
get more views.
type in that name as well, and that should yield you some more videos as well.
Chelito, go to your room.
Chelito, go to your his mother calls him Chelito. He is half Colombian. I don't know what his mom is, but he's half white, half Colombian. Claims he's Colombian and Jewish because the name De Castro was used by Jewish people during the Spanish Inquisition. Was used by them. Did not originate their last names. They adopted it so they wouldn't get killed by during the Inquisition. So he claims because he has a name De Castro, he's Jewish descent, which he's not.
Yeah, but wasn't it just wonderful to watch how he got sent to his room by his mom?
He got sent to his room by the judge.
Yeah. Oh. And, and as soon as you said in your video, like, oh, she hasn't pegged, I was like, oh fuck, why him? Why
I know you
Never
were
mind.
thinking. I know. She has his number. Oh, she knew. Some people were saying it was a conflict of interest for her to watch his videos, and I'm like, no, because she had to see his pattern of behavior to make her ruling, because she's the one that made the ruling. There was no jury. It was strictly a bench trial, which the judge hands down the verdict, hands down the punishment, right? Or the non-punishment, depending on which way.
Yeah, like
guilt or innocence, right?
Yeah, and otherwise they might have brought in people for a reference for what kind of person he is. Now he was his own reference, and that screwed him over.
Yeah. And with bench trials too, there's no like bench trial and then you have a sentencing hearing. It's all encompassing in one. You don't have the separation there like you would with a jury trial. Yeah.
Wait, he was so stupid that he didn't request a jury trial?
Yes, he went either that, or I think because his charges were misdemeanors, that in Nevada they automatically did bench trials for those.
Oh yeah. Okay, for misdemeanor, yeah.
If it were felonies, I think that he could have had a jury trial, but there's no way he was going to look sympathetic to a jury. So yeah, there's no way.
Unless there are other cop haters in the jury, but yeah. But,
well, I guarantee
Loki,
you the cop haters would have been weeded out of a jury if they tried that. You only have so many, like 3 strikes or something, 3 jurors you can strike on and say, I don't want that person. Both sides. So yeah, it'd be very difficult to find a sympathetic jury for him.
So Loki,
because the
you got
prosecution
anything?
would weed all that. You got anything to chill out, Loki?
No, I've just been in the trenches on Facebook. I was going to start trying to do my astronomy streams, but I dropped my camera last year, and yeah, that's not getting replaced.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
sorry to hear that.
That sucks.
I mean, seeing that it's out of warranty, I might take the chance to try and repair it, because it's one of those, well, it doesn't work now, so
yeah,
what's the
you can at
loss?
least try. If it still doesn't work, it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, because when I dropped it, the image plane for the sensor is off, so it's canted.
Okay.
So, and it's a professional astrocam, so it uses a Peltier and it's sealed, hermetically sealed, and all this other stuff. So
Oh gosh.
it's going to be fun.
Oh my gosh. But you're right. If it's out of
Then
warranty, there's
again-
really nothing to lose by trying to fix it.
Yeah.
But Mom, you know what we say to people that drop their camera, right?
No. Oh, you dumbass! I'll do it for you.
Sorry. Sorry, I had to do that.
All right. Anyway,
yeah.
thank y'all for
Anyway.
the side chat for coming to our stream.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we'll be here again next week.
Yeah, we
So hopefully we'll have to see what we don't know what goes on week to week, but we plan on being here next week. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. And
So-
I believe from Tuesday to Thursday, Slim will be streaming again.
Yes.
And probably on Friday, Pip will be streaming again. So
Hopefully Pip will be streaming Friday. This past Friday she had her sister-in-law's funeral, so that's why she didn't stream. But hopefully next Friday she will be streaming again. So we'll be doing our gaming streams. So please come and join us.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Unless you don't like people being extremely fucking rude.
We're very naughty and rude, and we let you know.
No, we're just horrible people when we do that. Especially me.
Yes, you are. Yes, you're pretty terrible. I do agree with that. No offense to Sir Sick, but you are terrible.
I just like to make people go. Especially if I get to do that to Slim, then I score. Like I don't care if I win the
It's hard
game.
to do that with Slim though. He's seen and done too much, so it's hard to get one up on him. So
that's why it's so awesome when I get that
when he does,
when I see him like whoa, what's getting set there?
Yes, and we do get dark a lot of times, but then
extremely.
That's
fucking
the
dark.
time to do it where we're just playing games, especially Cards with Humanity. But other than or what the dub. But we do it all in fun. It's not like we go out and do it in real life.
That's what when we do game streams on Slim's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Exactly.
they get extra rude. So yeah.
All right.
Good people. Good morning, good night, good afternoon.
Yeah, you need to get some sleep, brainless. What time is it for you?
For me, it's 3:20.
Okay.
So one more hour, eh? Yeah, but I don't do that shit. So yes, I'm Dutch and I don't do drugs.
Yeah. Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Sorry.
Demonetized.
That's at the end. It can be cut out. It's okay.
Okay. Good night, nice people.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night, all.
Good night. Bye.